Here with Blaze head coach Kevin Moore after the home win against the Guildford Flames. Coach, just before we talk about that game, Dershawn Stewart, MVP, made 50 saves. Just tell us about his play tonight.
Yeah, Dersh did Dersh things tonight. Like that's that's the kid who, we know who he is, and when he's locked in with his puck tracking and the consistencies in his stance, then you get to see him kind of make saves however's best for him. And I thought he controlled that game for us in a lot of ways, which is what you expect out of a goalie. So yeah, really happy. It's a good development point for him early in his first year here.
No Connor Russell and no Alessio Luciani tonight, so you got to use guys with different looks and different scenarios. Just tell us your thoughts on that game.
Yeah, sometimes in preseason you're lucky to not get banged up. Sometimes you have to deal with stuff, and we're such problem solvers here that as soon as something happens, we don't flinch. We just we make a plan, and it was I guess in this stage it's good to kind of see different looks, right? And but ultimately, like, I do believe this is a team that has so much flexibility and versatility that, like, regardless of injuries or things like that, like, I can slide guys in different places, and as long as we're clear in what the role needs to be, like we'll get good performances.
It's the first time that we've seen the Guildford Flames, and we will see a lot of them as the season rolls on. What, if anything, surprised you about their play?
Nothing, absolutely nothing surprised me about their play. Like, they're fast. They always play hard. They can make plays in transition. Power play. They like to play at a high pace. Like that, nothing surprised me, to be honest. Like they're that's a sound team and a well coached team too.
And just like that, pre-season's in the rearview mirror. What was your overall assessment of how the Blaze got on?
Pretty solid. I mean, for me, like, I know the preseason games are over, but like I consider next week's practice still training camp. It's just so early, and maybe the subsequent practices in some ways, but like I'm really pleased with how the guys have taken to the defensive zone. Like, I feel like our details are really good right now, and they will get better. Like, or I guess the bones are really good, and the details will get better in some ways. So, but we're taking it step by step, and I'm happy with that. Like, the guys are taking the proper steps to come together as a team and play the right way. And tonight was a great example of that. Truly, like the maturity in that third period, the maturity to deal with the penalty kill, the goalie pull, the managing the pucks with the ice getting a little sloppy. Like, I think that's probably the big takeaway of the preseason is we got a group that can make the right choices, and they're willing to do stuff for each other.
And the experience that we had tonight was kind of counter in parts of the game to what we saw against Tilburg, where we had to bend but not break, whereas we were putting on the pressure against Tilburg. See, and that's what preseason's all about: seeing all those different looks, seeing guys and teams in different situations.
Yeah. You're collecting data points. You're collecting data points that you can draw back on for individuals, for the team, and uh, yeah, like I think I said in the first interview in preseason, we're planting seeds and we're watering them, and the flower's not quite there yet, but we're working on it.
The first competitive game's coming up against the Manchester Storm in the Cup. How much do you start, and what point do you start to worry about the other team as opposed to just worrying about yourselves?
I think it's just always a balance. I mean, we talk about it's about us all the time. It's about us. It's about us. But that doesn't mean we're unprepared on the opponent. But I do think we have to make sure we're really crisp and clean in what we need to do, and the opponent's pre-scouts and the opponent homework that we do. Uh, I guess it's just information for us to just do what we do.
Thank you, Coach.